you've won. You were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And we all ought to die someday, someday. Well, you.
Welcome to Tea Time, gay boys.
Yeah,
okay,
welcome to it's a Sunday. We don't usually record on Sundays.
And we both look relaxed. And right when we walked into the studio, Lee goes, "Well, you're wearing that today, huh?"
Now I walk in. I got here before you. Lee sees me and he goes, "Nice outfit." And I said, "You nice outfit." He's wearing sweatpants, looking like a fucking slob. And he goes, "It's more of an outfit than yours." I was like, "This is a real outfit."
Okay.
Is it a real outfit?
Yeah, it is literally a real outfit. It's
a real outfit.
Yeah, it's a real
outfit.
It's a real fucking outfit, Lee.
Okay. Ew. And I feel like mine's a real outfit. I'm repping Luigi today.
You're wearing linen pants and a Luigi shirt.
Yeah.
I'm wearing baggy shorts and a jersey
socks that represent my day job.
Lee's wearing a cum-stained shirt and some cum-stained fucking sweatpants.
And Lee's messing with the audio. This is going to be a mute podcast.
Yeah, no. My mic wasn't working. I'm back.
You're back?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Today's episode is legally about coming out stories. And the last time we did this topic...
Have we done this topic?
We have. The last time we did this topic, I had frizzy blonde hair, and now I have frizzy brown hair. So a lot has changed.
We've switched places. Now I have frizzy blonde hair.
I was like really like leaning more GAY. My friend Madison's calling me. Can't pick that up. But the last time that we recorded, I was like heavily GAY, and now I kind of started leaning.
Now you
this
realize
last week, I kind of was leaning more towards being a dick hound.
Okay, so you're saying you're faking it.
No, I'm saying that sexuality is a choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, actually, you're kind of giving.
Yeah. What's the bit?
You're giving Candace Owens because she's a grifter, and now she's all of a sudden left again.
No, she's not left. She's just been talking more.
She was pro-Palestine, which go off. But there's more.
She's been talking about more like pop culture things.
But she's like anti-Trump now.
Is she?
Yeah, she's speaking out against.
Yeah, didn't she get? Well, she got like uninvited from ever going to the White House again.
Some shit, yeah. So she's.
And you're saying I'm like her?
Yeah, because if you were so gung ho about being gay, now all of a sudden you're like, I guess I'm actually straight.
Well, as someone in 12 step, you should know that relapses happen. So,
how's it been?
Where's your empathy? Guess it's not in the room, sis. Yeah, I know. I can see that.
Wait, what? So
we gotta get your cousin back on.
So you're coming out as straight
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're coming out.
I'm really happy we're doing this coming out episode because we've been doing this podcast for 3 years?
Yeah.
And I like that I just looked at Xavier, who's been here for 3 minutes. So I said, how long have we been doing it? Trick question. We don't know. And this whole time I've been kind of fruity, but now I'm finally ready to be honest. And I guess I'm straight.
You're a straight woman.
I'm fucking straight.
Lee's coming out again as gay.
Yeah.
Which I feel like you do every other episode.
As a gay bossy queen.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are...
As a bussy...
you guys are outing me.
As a bussy queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You haven't been going to the parlors.
As a bussy hound.
Lee's coming out. I'm in the closet. You're now...
Yeah, you're having closeted sex where you mentioned that your boyfriend's a woman, and I love that.
Okay, I can't not mention, though, that I just went to Nicaragua, and when we got back... Or no, what am I saying?
You just like wanted to put that in the sentence.
His entire family,
I don't care. What?
You just look like you're getting so mad. Okay.
So you just went to Nicaragua.
I went to Nicaragua.
Oh my God.
Okay. It's been a week and a half. I'm a little all over the place. I didn't get much sleep last night. My cats were going crazy.
Okay.
And the night before that, we didn't get any sleep because we missed our fucking connecting flight from Nicaragua to Miami, got no sleep. Got on a 3 a.m.er yesterday, landed here at 9, picked up my cats from your place. Immediately, they shit, piss, and throw up in my car. P steps in her shit, then gets confused, starts throwing up, then is like walking around the car.
Okay.
It was, and then I couldn't sleep. Then I watched Black Mirror right before I went to bed.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new season?
No, I've been out the last 3 nights. Haven't had a chance. Sorry.
What have you been doing?
I was bouncing on someone.
For 3 nights in a row?
2 nights in a row. But then last night, I was crashing out, so then I had to go dancing to feel better.
Where'd you go dancing?
Zebulon.
Oh.
I know.
Very nice.
So.
Okay.
You're not the only one that's had no sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure didn't have any.
Okay.
But not because I was bouncing on anything.
Yeah.
Sure was not.
Did you and your boyfriend bounce when you were in?
Once. And then the rest of the nights we got too tired, ate too much. I was so sunburnt and I was so full. I said, you ain't getting near me. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
My tummy was bloated. Why are you laughing, Lee?
That's whack as fuck, dude. That's so whack.
Dude, I was so ambitious when I got there. I
Not
was like,
you saying that she's fucking whack. And that is whack. Like, we're just like hearing the saddest story we've ever been told. I was like, wait.
Yeah.
You guys are on this like paradise. I figured you guys were fucking the whole time.
I know.
no, one time.
One time?
Yeah, one time.
In the beginning,
Dude.
middle, or end.
Oh, right when we got there. And that was
Bro.
it.
You just got out of the way.
Yeah. And then
You guys are both closeted.
Yeah. And then I was like, the next.
It's whack.
And I know the next night, he was like, do you want to hook up again? I was like, take a shower. And then he got out of the shower and I was like already asleep.
Gabby, also, what is that tone of voice? Take a shower.
I was sleepy
Not
and I
that.
had eaten a lot.
Ew.
I was so bloated. You can't have sex and you're bloated.
Yeah, I know, but like, you couldn't figure it out. You were there for like 14 days.
No, I was there for 4 days.
You were there for so many days.
Sunburnt and bloated. You don't feel hot.
Girl, you need to get your stuff figured out because you're kind of a ratchet mess right now.
I was too tired. I said, I was so ambitious though. I was like,
And I bet you were farting on him too.
yeah, there was a night where I was like nonstop farting and he was so mad. He was like, please stop. And I was like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, it hurts my stomach. And he's like, get up, go in the other room. I said, no, I'm watching this movie. I'm not getting up.
Bro.
Okay.
He brings you to fucking paradise and you guys, and you know.
Okay, now you're kind of like on pussy patrol. And now you're like fluffing up all your pillows.
All
and
your
you're like
little
sticking
pink
your
pillows.
dick in the pillows behind you.
Fucking-
Not even facing us.
No,
You're turning
dude.
around going,
He took you to paradise and you couldn't even take him to Pussy Town.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, no, I was, again, try having sex when you're fucking bloated. It's not hot.
whatever. I was one time in a sexless relationship like you, and he took me to Mexico, a beautiful, beautiful vacation. And we didn't, I think we had sex, one time we were there for 7 days. And then the rest of the time we would just watch Psych at night. So,
Yeah, we were watching that show, The Pit.
yep, see, there it is.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Good show. I was
Yeah,
sunburnt.
HBO?
Again, sunburnt, bloated. No.
Yeah, The Pit's on HBO.
Oh,
Are you good? What's up with you?
I thought it was Netflix.
Ew.
And I was racking my
What was
brain.
that empty look? Don't ever do it. Nah. I was like, what?
Yeah. Oh, and then we finished White Lotus. So that was the vacation.
White Lotus was so good.
So you guys went on this trip just to do what you do all the time?
Yeah, except we were with his family. It was his grandma's 90th birthday. They all lived there.
Oh, okay.
Did you guys party?
Were you staying at his family's place?
No, we got his dad got us a beautiful beachfront Airbnb.
Yeah, because he thought you guys were going to be fucking.
He
Yeah.
did, and I said, no.
He said, anything for my horny son.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out your son and I aren't horny.
Yeah, I guess not. You guys are like a couple of buds.
Yeah. Except for I am very attracted to him. The exception with him is that I look at him and I want to have sex with him, and then I play the tape forward and I'm like, it's just too much. Who's the time?
Girl.
You know what I
Ew.
mean?
What is going on?
You know what I mean? It's just who's the time? I'm tired.
You guys have been together for 1 second.
Year and a
You know what?
half.
Okay, you're right. That's cooked.
Yeah.
Been there, done
I
that.
feel like the last time I had sex, I got pregnant. I'm like, I'm good.
You know what? Maybe you're onto something.
That was in July. That was in June.
You're like, no more
Good.
breeding. No
No,
more.
I said, I don't need another abortion. I'm good.
Yeah. So you said, you know what? For this round,
Yeah.
this next stage, this next chapter,
Yeah.
we're keeping it pure.
Yeah. So it was a pure
I
vacation.
can't. Okay.
It was pure.
All right,
Okay.
let's read some stories, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because this energy is insane.
Yeah.
It's good energy.
No, it's
Is it
not.
good energy?
It's literally flat.
You want to know what? It's bad energy because when I walked in here, immediately you insulted me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew.
Lee,
Oh.
don't close your
Ew.
eyes and do that. That just made me so uncomfortable.
Ew.
Don't ever close your eyes.
Ew.
Don't fucking close your eyes.
Ew. Ew.
Don't
Ew.
close your fucking eyes.
Again, and-
you're trying to piss us off to wake us up.
Yeah.
I don't want
you.
to, and I hate to reiterate this, but if you are subscribed to Honk and I's OnlyFans, please don't DM us saying, hey, Honk. Because I got one of those this morning. Somebody said, hey, Honk. I said, don't call me Honk. on OnlyFans. Okay, so today's story.
And they ask you insane. They're like, "Hey, honk, would you mind spreading open your cheeks and farting and saying, 'Get in here for daddy'?"
Somebody wrote me last night and said, "Will you send me a video of you opening up your ass cheeks and saying, 'Come, I want you to come in my ass, king'?" And I said, "For $200. He never wrote back. Do you know how hard it would be for me to dead ass look in the camera and go, 'I want you to come in my ass, king'?"
Oh, you just got it. He just got it.
Yeah,
right
you just
there.
you just did it for free.
Yeah.
You literally just did it for free.
But that
I guess it's
wasn't
not that
horny.
hard, but
that
now
was horny.
he
I know
is.
he's gonna want me to put like a horny flare on it. Not happening.
He just got you.
He literally you just did it.
that
Yeah.
wasn't horny.
You
It
don't
was
know.
horny enough for him.
Yeah, I guess
Because look
so.
at now you just woke Lee up.
Yeah. Ew.
Lee, I'm not kidding. That's foul. Hi, honks. Sorry to pause the video. If you could please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like this video, and tell someone about this podcast, that would mean a lot to us. It's how we grow this channel and how we keep this podcast alive. And okay, just some upcoming dates. You can see Gabby in LA at Dynasty Typewriter on April 15th. You can see me in Portland, April 25th, or in New York at Union Hall, May 6th. And then Gabby and I will actually be co-headlining the Yellow Door Theater in San Diego, May 24th. And I'll put all the tickets below. Okay, now back to the episode. Thanks, guys.
Oh, okay. Wait. So, Lee, you weren't with us when we got an email from a guy from a guy named Mr. Joe Ken, were you?
No.
Well, we read his name out, Mr. Joe Ken.
Because we were making fun of it because you're like, that's not a real name.
No, it's not a real
Mr.
name.
Joe Ken, we were like, that's not a...
Turned out to be a real name.
I guess. I don't know. He got so mad at us. He's like, I'm reporting your page to YouTube. We're going to have to take it. I'm going to have to take it down. It didn't because, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he emailed us again. Do you want to open it?
So just out him.
Yeah. And she said that it seemed antagonistic.
It did. Okay, read it.
The subject is L. Law from Mr. Joe Ken.
My heart is racing.
What's the matter? Having a moral dilemma? Guilty conscience? Both energies have been...
Told you.
Oh, fuck off, Lee.
Both energies have been off since you started hating on me. That's witchcraft, you know? Doesn't align with me. Are you okay? I was molested. Okay, this is serious, for real. I was... It's not funny. So let's all just settle down because this is actually a serious thing that happened to him. I was molested by my mom pre-puberty, and I lied to the guy who took my V card and said I wasn't a virgin. That's why I said people who lie about being a virgin have been sexually violated as a kid. Recognized a pattern after hearing similar experiences, prompting me to write in. I honestly didn't think my one-liner email would make it through. Nor did I expect you to drop my name and come after me so hard when I said it made me extremely uncomfortable. With a sad face emoji. I've been carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders for as long as I can remember. I'm proud of myself for talking about my feelings, and I bind those malignant spirits who practice witchcraft in the name of Jesus. That's a path of regret, not happiness. Go easy on me. We're all just people. Sent from my iPhone.
Is Joe Ken a man or a woman?
That's not important.
I don't really know what's going on.
Mr. Joe Ken it's kind of like, I think we all have a little bit of Joe Ken inside of us.
Now, here's the thing.
Mr. Joe Ken was the friends we made along the way.
Yeah, the saga of Joe Ken.
Not us repeating the name over and over and over again when he exclusively was like, please stop saying my name.
Yeah.
Now, here's
Now,
the
look.
thing. Now, here's what I'll say. I'm deeply sorry that you experienced trauma.
You don't look like you're that sorry.
I'm like now I'm laughing because I know that I don't seem serious.
No, you're kind of being like a pick me right now. You're like, I'm like really sorry.
No,
But listen, this is not real. I want everyone to know
okay.
right now. This is why we're laughing because this is not
Because
a
it's
real
not
email.
real. I know.
And
that's
this
the
is not a
thing.
real name. And why is the subject L Law?
Now,
The LA?
No. It's not Spanish L. It's just the letter L.
now,
So everyone's jealous.
well, okay. So this person is probably suffering somewhat in their life, whether or not the story about the molestation is true or not. I'm not. None of us are sure. None of us are sure about any of this. But I am sorry about your suffering in your life, and I do hope that you find the help that you need. And that's all I have to say, and I mean that earnestly. So.
Okay.
That was the Okay, go
So
on.
I hated that. I'm just gonna read a story. I'm just like, okay, like we're kind of like
For
going.
God's sake, can we read a story?
Lee, this is what happens when we record on a Sunday, and I haven't slept in 3 days.
And I just got
She's
back from
orange.
Nicaragua.
We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm too tan. I don't know what you're.
You're You want to know what this is?
Yeah.
That last person that wrote, not Mr. Joe Ken, but from the last episode,
I guess it's
where
cursed
they
us.
said, I miss Fat Lee. I miss Fat Lee too, because Skinny Lee is different.
Skinny Lee is not different.
Yes,
Yeah,
Skinny Lee
Skinny
is
Lee's
fucking.
And I'm not even skinny.
Yes, you
so
are.
I'm still Fat Lee.
Not in my heart.
Fat Lee.
Fat Lee.
It's giving Fat Lee.
Coming out.
Okay.
Fifth stuff. Okay. Lee, don't do the eyes. You're like fluttering your fucking eyes. Stop.
I literally have to pee. Can we read?
You're like kind of annoying.
Okay.
You could have.
You want to know what you're giving right now?
I was 20 minutes late. You could have peed.
Well, just hit me. I have a small bladder. Unpredictable.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you
Do you want
don't.
to know who you're giving right now?
No.
Mr. Joe Ken. That's who you're
No. You want to know what you're giving Mr. Joe Ken's mom?
So mean.
Okay, and don't act. This is what you do sometimes on here. You like act like you don't like that it's mean, but you know that you love it.
No, I do.
You're so
and I do,
fake.
and I do. You
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah,
because the
be
people on
real.
Reddit really got to me.
Yeah, I know, because you're kind of. I can tell right now too. I think why we have a bit of a weird energy is because like they really did come for you on Reddit, and then they started coming for me, and then they started coming for Lee. They came for us all. Xavier, now that you're tapped into this, they're gonna start coming for you. But it's like
No, they really came. They said, and I know Lee's gonna be like, don't address it, but I have to say, they say Gabby has so many problematic takes, blah 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 blah, and then they went in on me and they said, don't like her. So now I have to think about how I'm my misuse of my empathy, of my lack of empathy.
Mm.
So anyway, let's get back to it.
okay. Hey, Gabby. Gay. Okay. Coming out. Fifth time's the charm! Exclamation point and question mark. Coming out story. I was 11 when I had done enough Am I Gay quizzes. I decided it was time for my first
Lee?
kiss. Yeah, this is so Lee. So obviously I kissed a girl at a dance. That's not Lee. So obviously I kissed a girl at a dance. You kissed your thought. Okay. Anyways, I kissed a girl at dance class.
Lee kissed a cantaloupe.
A cantaloupe or a cantaloupe?
I've always said cantaloupe,
Girl, it's cantaloupe.
but it's spelled like loop.
It's cantaloupe, girl.
Yes, it's spelled.
Bad take.
That's
Why?
actually a bad. That's
Shut
a really,
That's a terrible take.
How do you
actually
spell
a really bad
Cantaloupe
take.
is spelled like CANTALOUP.
It is spelled like
Yeah, so it's spelled loop.
Cantaloupe. So obviously
Cantaloupe.
I kissed a girl at dance class. You're Mr. Joe Ken. It wasn't a big deal at the time, just a curious moment, but it felt different.
Wait, this is written by a girl?
Later, I tried coming out to a friend at school, and she said, "You don't usually know that until you're 12," which is which
Okay, T. T. Okay. I didn't know that.
This podcast is a wash today. Okay. This is like literally like some of our worst work. I love it. Okay. Which obviously left me confused and frustrated. I attempted to be open at dance class too, but the other dancers rejected me and made me leave the change room because they felt uncomfortable.
Ew.
I ended up going back in the closet to fit in again, but I couldn't shake the feeling.
That's so MAGA. I can't.
But I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right.
It is.
Yeah.
It's MAGA as hell.
Yeah. You look like one of those MAGA girls right now. Okay. In high school, I discovered
Someone's gotta wear. What's that song?
that you keep
God
sending me.
made girls.
Wait, what's that song you keep sending me?
Somebody's gotta wear a pretty dress. That horrible fucking.
When they do their
So
makeup like that?
God made girl. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Okay. In high school, I discovered gender fluidity and realized it fit me. I tried to talk to a senior about it, but not yet having the words to fully explain, she told me that sometimes wearing more masculine clothes didn't mean I was gender fluid. That was another blow. And again, when I came out in high school, it was met with rejection. I was told to change in the bathrooms instead of the change room. Okay, a lot's going on in the bathroom. And my dad almost confronted the gym teacher and vice principal for letting that happen. Then COVID quarantine hit, and I found myself in a room with little to do but explore
Oh, you're young.
who I am. Yeah, this is a child writing in.
Oh my god.
So you need to think about
you
what
were in
you
high
say.
school. You were in high school during COVID.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Didn't she say she was like 11 before COVID?
Yeah, but
You don't know that. So this person's
but
probably
then she's like 13 when COVID hits.
Yeah.
And that was like fucking
That's 5 years
5 years ago.
So she's probably 18 now? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a little kid writing in. Well,
Yeah, Lee.
Child.
do your parents know that you listen
Don't
to
say
this?
child
Turn this
like
off.
Ew. You hear-
Stop
you
doing
hear I
that
said
with
that?
your eyes. It's really uncomfortable. Okay. Like getting actually mad.
He goes, yeah, it's a child.
You guys, okay, if you're just listening, number one, turn it off. But number two, Lee keeps like fluttering and rolling his eyes and then like adjusting the pillow and bouncing on it. And then like, I don't know what the fuck Xavier's doing on his phone, but he's pissing me off too. And I'm sorry, Xavier, but you're looking up hentai. I just know it. And Gabby, I can't. Okay. Mr. Joe Ken started us. Don't. Then COVID quarantine hit and I found myself in my room with little to do but explore who I am. I finally came out on TikTok to my 100K followers. Period, sis.
That is so, what's it, Gen Z? No, you're not Gen Z. You're Gen, is that Gen Alpha?
No, this is fetus. I don't know. It felt surreal to finally be accepted by more than had hate. What? Okay, then hated. It was the first time I didn't feel so alone. It's been a messy journey, but I'm learning to embrace and love who I am. Okay, period.
So where are you now with everything? Because it seems like she kept trying to come out and everybody was like, get back in the closet, bitch. You know, like she kept trying and she's like, no, I'm gay. And they're like, you're not. You're not even 12. You don't know. And then she's like 14 and they're like, you're not. She keeps trying. She keeps trying. Everybody pushes her back in. And then she's finally like, hey, TikTok, here I am. So where are you at your gay journey now? I hope like have your friends and family come along.
Well, at least the followers have. And
the
this
followers
day and
haven't.
age,
That's more important.
that's all that matters.
That is true.
So,
Damn.
like friends and family and like enriching your mind, like that's out. It's all about the followers and the acceptance
Right.
from online.
It's all about JT167853
Well,
being like, yes.
Well, I guess I can't out this person's name, but this person has a name okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you're gonna read coming out as straight woman.
You.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're writing in emails now?
Yeah.
She literally.
I want you guys to check out my work.
Your journey.
Coming out as a straight woman. Good morning, beautiful honkies. ... And Lee.
Hey.
Don't.
This year I came out as a straight cis woman after identifying as a non. You're not making it good. This isn't a good case for. Okay. Cis woman
not you judging already.
After identifying as a non-binary trans mask for over a decade. MAGA hates to hear it.
No, because you want to know what? That's actually no. I think more people should be allowed to like, you can try it out.
Detransition.
Yeah, I think it should be fine. If you're like you want to try it out, okay, great.
Yeah, I mean I agree. Sexuality is a spectrum. Go off.
Oh,
Figure it out.
okay.
But MAGA, they love to hear it because they love to go, guess what? Trans people don't exist. I came out while attending a private women's college in 2012. Really felt like NB fit me. Oh, non-binary. I was like, NB.
Mm-hmm.
Really felt like NB fit me. I also got sober then, at 19. Literally transformed into a completely different person overnight. I am a twin, and he is a boy. And I was always jealous he didn't have to go through the same girl shit as me. Like getting my period, getting SA'd, shaving my legs, etc., etc. Women really do have it all.
Mm-hmm.
There lies the error. I was raised to believe being a woman meant being a little plaything doll, bald pussy, gold digger, weak, stupid little bitch. Hey,
Where's the lie?
put that on my gravestone.
Yeah.
Hey, put that on my freaking gravestone, huh?
A senior quote.
Let's run that back. I was raised to believe being a woman meant being a little plaything doll, bald pussy, gold digger, weak, stupid little bitch.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
Honestly, the perfect description.
Bars. Hell yeah. And that the only power a woman would ever have is with her pussy or through lying and manipulating. Okay, but T.
Okay.
That is T. And men fall for it, so it's T.
Yeah.
These past few years, I've found it harder and harder to connect with NB people as a whole. I have my thoughts on that. I have an actual job. I'm a mail carrier. Pay all my own bills, rent an apartment, car payments, and claw my way little by little out of credit card debt each month. NB usually never have jobs or any money ever. Well,
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I don't know. That's kind of a sweeping accusation.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's kind of a bold, just kind of.
Well, I don't know. Let
maybe
this
she's
person
cooking.
cook.
Maybe
because,
she's yeah.
Yeah.
It is rare to see one who has a career or any tangible goals whatsoever.
Okay, that's not true because most of the baristas I know are NB, and they kill it. So
You're gonna run and tell me all of Portland doesn't have a job.
Okay.
Not that being a mail carrier is some great career. Literally, a monkey could do this and better. I'm literally so busy all of the time. I just stopped thinking about myself and my identity for a few months and found it really didn't matter. Okay. Kind of bars there. But not like saying that like being non-binary. Well, okay.
What?
So there is something to be said about her being like, I just stopped thinking about myself and my identity for a few months and found it really didn't matter. Like that, there is something there with that. And I think that can kind of go with anything.
There's something there with that?
There's something there with that. You know what I mean? Like once you kind of stop thinking about yourself all the time, it's like you just like kind of stop being
Get out of your own way.
It's just like so self-indulgent. And I do think that can be where like shit gets like, people are like, okay.
Well, sometimes I think, so specifically with white people that are NB, I feel like more often than not, it just seems like they're searching for a way to be oppressed.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is some kind of like mental illness there too. Not to say that every fucking person who identifies as non-binary, they're mentally ill or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Jesus fuck.
No, I mean like, and when did you come out as NB?
I still haven't, but I'm coming around to it.
Really?
Yeah.
You're warming up to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not even
And
gonna
you
look
want to
over
know the
there.
thing about you is that if I looked at Lee, I'd be like, that one doesn't even have any kind of agenda.
That one
doesn't have.
Just smooth down there.
It's not even.
Yeah. Give it to me. What do you got?
Okay, don't have your mouth open. I'm like really like unnerved today with the energy that's in here.
Okay. I'm not a Trump mongoloid, detransitioner, grifter cuck.
You?
No, that's actually you.
That's you.
That's you,
It's
Miss.
actually-
That's you, Miss Candace.
No, it's literally you.
It just doesn't feel important anymore, and that honestly, that's tea, and that is kind of also what growing up is. I feared getting backlash if I posted online about not being NB anymore, but eventually I worked up the courage. Once I did, surprise, surprise, literally no one gave a shit. Love you, honks. Okay.
Love you.
Yeah, I like that.
And that was honestly interesting.
It was interesting. It is interesting.
Okay, so we got Mr. Joe Ken.
That was a good ending.
That was a good ending.
Yeah.
I like surprise, surprise.
She's like, she went through all this struggle and non-binary journey and came out as who she felt she is, and nobody cares.
And nobody cares. Everybody's just like, okay.
Well, she needs to get on TikTok and tell people, and then she can get her followers weighing in. Do. What's the subject?
The subject is coming out story. Pictures included. And yeah, the pictures of the little girl looks like a raging fucking lesbian, okay?
Gabby.
So she knew before 11. And guess what? When I was little, I looked like that too. I begged my mom for a pixie cut, and all the boys said, you look like a boy, and you sound like one too, because I had a deep voice. So.
Okay.
Just saying.
Sounds like something to put in the journal. Okay. Hey, honks.
Saying, because I know people are going to come for me.
You good?
No.
Gold star lesbian here.
Well,
you. Looking back, it was so-
This podcast is
You
making
didn't-
me manic.
You didn't just call non-binary people mentally ill.
I did not.
Here's the thing: you like throw stones, and then when people throw them back, you're
No.
like, "Oh my god!"
I did not,
like,
and I very
ow.
clearly did not say all non-binary people are mentally ill. I did not say that.
Well, you did, and then you walked it back.
I didn't walk it back. I said that is a blanket. It's a blanket statement. No, they're not all. The same way that not everybody's all one thing. Okay.
Yeah, I know that. Do you?
Yeah, I do know that.
Oh!
Yes, I do know that.
Oh my god!
But there were interesting points in there to be made about too much self-importance.
I think when we get trapped in our head, I think we get lost in the sauce a little bit. I think
Yeah,
is what you were trying to say. Like I think being
I did say that.
Well, you kind of did.
No, I did say that.
Well, kind of. But when you're too self-absorbed, Gabby, I feel like it just is like it's just a little too much. Your brain has too much time to fester. So it's like it's just stepping outside of self and realizing
Yeah, I said that.
I don't need to be NB.
Literally this show. Literally all of us in this room.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on acid right now, but I'm going to read this
And
story.
I'll say this, nobody in this
Okay.
world is escaping this life without being a little bit mentally ill.
Okay, which brings us back to the fucking Reddit. Some fucking bitch was like, yeah, and you know what? I have borderline personality disorder, and the way that Harper speaks about BPD is so mean, and you want to know what? She gives me BPD vibes, so fuck her. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? I literally did.
Listen, everybody gives everything, okay? Everybody's a little unstable. Everybody's a little fucked up. And if you're not, go be a fucking monk, okay, in the Himalayas.
I'm going to be honest.
And even they were smoking meth, so fuck off. Remember that?
I just had an entanglement with someone who I would say is not mentally ill. But let me just say that's even more uncomfortable than being around someone who's mentally ill. And I'm talking like my uncle status, like needs like a horse tranquilizer,
I don't know
mentally
one
ill.
person that's not. It's like everybody's got a little something, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There are varying degrees of it.
And I think if like you don't lead with it, then you just have like a lot of like repressed.
Right. So it's like we've got on a scale of 1 to 10, we've got somebody who's pretty normal, and then 10, we've got all full-blown schizophrenia, manic schizophrenia, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So a lot of us, I think, fall probably in a 5 or below. But I'd say that there are some 5 to 7 or a lot of 5 to 7ers.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the majority of the population probably sits in there.
Okay.
But I think that there, even at a 1, you still got something.
Yeah, you still have like a little sparkle.
Yeah, because we didn't claw our way from the bottom of the food chain to not have any kind of mental illness. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it means we're succeeding. We're
Mm-hmm.
winning.
Yeah.
Okay.
So call me a philanthropist, sweetie.
Because we're not just
Tell you
fighting
what.
for food.
Philanthropist.
Okay.
One more time.
Fucking cantaloupe ass. It's the next email. Hunk.
Oh, you want me to read it now?
Yep.
You got it, girl. Gold star lesbian here. You. Looking back, it was
Loki, yeah.
yeah. You in Nicaragua. Okay. Looking
Yeah.
back, it was.
Literally.
You said, "I'm gonna get this pussy tight, sweetie." Looking back, it was so clear, that I was a huge lesbian. You. Despite having my bedroom walls covered with J14 and Tiger Beat posters of boys, performative. I didn't truly realize how gay I was until I started hanging out with my sister's best friend. I was 17 and they, were 16. We would all hang out, but after a while, Amanda and I would find excuses to hang out alone. My sister did not take this well because I stole her best friend and everyone had a feeling we were secretly dating. This went on for like 8 months until my mom cornered me in the kitchen and harassed me and said I wasn't going anywhere until I admitted I was gay with Amanda. I had a meltdown and finally admitted it. My parents didn't seem thrilled, but also weren't overly bothered by it. Needless to say, I did not willingly come out of the closet, but it could have been much worse. My sister, however, led a witch hunt for me and other gays at school, called us fat white trash dicks. I'm just going to read that one more time.
That's what I
because I
call
just
Lee.
really liked that. Yeah. That's our group chat name. Okay, so.
Look, he's not even listening.
No,
He's on
literally isn't.
Grindr.
Fat white trash. Okay, that's crazy. Got me kicked out of the house, etc. It was bad, but Amanda and I broke up after almost 4 years together, and my sister was ecstatic. I'm 35 now. Okay, your sister was gay too, so how about that?
Your sister was gayer than you, girl.
Yeah,
What
she
the
literally
hell?
outgayed you. There's nothing more
And the
gaining.
closeted gays are like the worst ones. Those are the meanest ones.
I'm 35 now. Yeah. Okay. I'm 35 now, and over this past summer, more shit went down because my sister's new friend was hitting on me at a party and quickly put a stop to plans that we made to hang out again. LMAO. Sorry if this seems like an incoherent rambling. I was just trying to be concise, and I know you guys become slightly illiterate when faced with egregious run-on sentences. Okay. Why are you dragging our clits? Dyke. Okay. I was just kidding. Okay. I was trying to be concise, and I know you guys. Okay. I also suck at writing this kind of story. Writing in this case does not do it justice, but hopefully you get the gist. Love you, bitches. P.S. I attached a picture of me as a little baby gay circa 1998-ish. And honestly, you are Miss Cute and Miss Gay.
Legitimately what I look like. Except my hair was shorter. So I just went up to you.
Okay, now you're getting competitive.
Your sister is it's funny. Your sister's like so triggered and threatened by that. She's like, I'm not losing another friend to my gay ass sister.
I know, that's literally crazy. Okay.
I'm sorry, but your parents like forcing you to come out is so fucking mean.
I know.
Like, okay.
Okay, this isn't a Word document, so I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
Well, okay. The subject is outed at my high school homecoming football game.
Ugh, rough. Sorry, I'm applying my Fenty lip gloss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't care.
Under my umbrella, Ella, ew.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop.
Hi, honks. Semi-long listener. First time writer here. I love you two so much. I found your podcast through 6 Feet Above.
Cute.
You guys get me through college while I do my assignments. I'm 20, and I plan on listening to your podcast for as long as it's running. All right, so you have 2 more episodes. Also 20 is very young. Good for you.
It's too. There should be an age limit for like when you can start listening to this podcast.
And it's 43.
Yeah. And you have to have been arrested before to get it.
Several times. 20 is young. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, when we were 20, podcast didn't exist. Also, fun fact. That's okay. Like, how old am I? It's okay. Enough. Also, fun fact. Harper's first name is my last name.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you guys got married, you could be Harper. If you took her last name. So I feel like we're sisters in a way. But without further ado, let me get to the story. I'm getting to the fucking story.
Okay.
I was 12 or 13 when I started to tell people I was gay. And look at that. She was 12. She knew.
They're coming out.
She knew.
Yeah.
At 12.
You're 12. So
That's when you know.
Again, if you're listening to this and you're 11, don't. But if you are, you're not gay yet.
Okay, girl.
I knew at a very young age, and I only had told a select few of my closest friends because I felt like it was important for me to know who I was. The first 3 people I ever told were so supportive about me, and it felt amazing. However, I started to get too naive and started telling classmates that I wasn't even close with them. And started telling classmates I wasn't as close with them. Needless to say, the word got around without my knowledge. Kids are so fucking nosy. Oh my God. But anyways, things got really bad when I attended high school football homecoming game. Really quick, I just want to say she's so excited to tell people, and I think this is a girl. If it is, I'm sorry. But if you're a guy, okay. But she's so excited to tell people that she's gay. She's like, "Yay! I get to finally tell my secret," or like whatever. It's just like she's feeling herself. And then these kids start like spreading it like it's a fucking like nasty rumor.
I know.
It's so mean.
I know.
It's so mean.
They're squashing her little light.
I know. And you were so happy to just finally like, come out and be yourself. Okay. Things got really bad when I attended high school, my high school football homecoming game. While I was not in high school yet, middle and high school students came to the homecoming game. It was like the game of the year. I remember I punched the guy that I lost my virginity to in the face at a homecoming game.
I love that.
That's on Scotty Too Steezy. None of my friends were at the game when I arrived.
Not Scotty Too Steezy.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite a name.
Yeah.
I got asked out at a homecoming game my junior year of high school, or at least that's what I thought happened. And I was so excited. It was with the Chilean foreign exchange student. And it turns out he was asking me to ask this girl out on his behalf. So don't worry about that.
I don't understand.
He asked me. He asked me a question in Spanish because we had Spanish class together. Anyways, and there was a girl in our class that he had a crush on. And at the homecoming game, I thought he was asking me out because he said the question in Spanish, and he was actually asking me in Spanish to go ask our mutual friend out.
How did you figure out? Did you were you like, yes, oh my God? And he was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
There was quite a few moments where I feel like it could have been cleared up.
And he
But
was like, no habla English.
No. We would always be hugging. I was like, okay, like this is like my man. And then one time I was like, he's so shy. He like never kisses me, so I have to do it. And then I went.
You went in for the kiss?
And he said, "Oh," and
You
I
went
said,
in for un beso?
"Oh, lo siento."
Lo siento.
Yeah, so
I'm sorry.
He's so shy.
He is
He's so
shy.
shy.
He's from Chile. They're shy.
they're so shy. Anyways, now he has 2 kids, and we follow each other on Instagram. So
Okay, and it was like
Shoot or
the
shoot.
game of the year. None of my friends were at the game when I arrived, so I was all alone for quite a while. God, that's
That's
so
my
embarrassing
nightmare.
when you're that age. Like, I crawl out of my skin. None of my friends. Okay, so I was alone for quite a while. Eventually, I found some of my former basketball teammates by the bleachers. I quit basketball in the 6th grade, and these people were some of my best friends at the time. I said hey to one of my friends. We'll call him Jamie. Jamie says nothing to me, which was very strange because Jamie and I had been best friends for years. There were about 6 boys with Jamie. Sorry, I need to see if this was written by a boy or a girl. The name is like gender fluid. I can't tell. Okay. But I guess it would be a boy, huh? If you're on a basketball team.
So what?
Not
Girls can't play basketball?
necessarily, Yeah.
Okay.
But in like middle school, like you're on, you like join teams.
It's giving it.
There aren't women
Anti-trans
in the NBA. They're in the WNBA.
They
Okay.
have girl sports in high school.
Yeah, and middle school.
Like
What
a
are you
lot of
saying?
girls play basketball.
Like on teams with boys.
No,
No,
they have
Gabby.
their own league.
Yes, but I think this was written by a boy because he's saying that this is I'm talking to a boy that was on my basketball team.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
then
what
that's a
I'm
boy.
saying.
But then you said
okay.
in middle school they don't have girl
sports.
teams.
Yeah.
No, I mean like girls on the teams with boys.
No.
But that's not what you said.
You guys are all wrong, and nobody's
No,
listening.
you're like, I can't.
I spaced out. I didn't catch the beginning of this.
I quit basketball in the 6th grade. These people were some of my best friends at the time. I said hey to one of my friends. We'll call him Jamie. So I'm assuming this is a gay guy. Jamie says nothing to me, which was strange.
Wait, why are you
because-
mad? Stop being mad.
Me?
Yeah.
Because I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking bozos.
No, you're literally
Who
Miss
aren't tapped
Bozo.
into
You're
my-
like literally only
who
want
aren't
to talk about
tapped into my-
Nicaragua. and this episode's about coming out stories. And then you want to tell us about your like,
Sexless fucking
God,
paradise trip.
which is pretty gay.
yeah. And then I feel like
Gay
you
as
guys
hell.
like shut down my straight experience because like you guys only want me to be like a fucking queerdo. And now that I'm like one of you guys are like rejecting me.
Well, because now, how do we sell the podcast? Now we're just a bunch of straights making a fucking
That's
podcast.
not true because you guys are always accusing me of being gay, so I'm the fucking gay
Look,
one.
she was like a fucking in her little jersey. So what?
You know, and then Lee, I
No
walk in
girls in
and Lee
sports.
says, you don't, what a bad outfit. So then you think that I look like a lesbian. So you're saying that all lesbians have bad style?
No, that's what you just said.
No, but that's the context. That's Lee. That's what Lee was
If you were a
saying.
lesbian, it would make sense. This outfit makes sense.
Wait, that's actually crazy. Wait, Gabby, you were right. Wait.
Can I please get back to the story? Because
No,
we
because you
are-
got your energy shifted and you got mad. And so we had to stop and we had to unpack it.
I have a migraine.
I don't care. It's because you had so much diarrhea and you lost all your fluids.
I did have diarrhea. Don't eat the ice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say in Nicaragua.
Mm-hmm.
Hola. Hola. Mas caca. Huh?
Okay. You're so stupid.
Okay. So it's a boys basketball team. Everybody's a boy.
Okay.
And this little gay boy.
Jamie says nothing to me, which is very strange because Jamie and I have been best friends for years, but there are about 6 boys with Jamie, and I had deep friendships with all of them. Basically, they end up calling me the F slur and begging me to tell them that I wasn't gay. And it was just some fucked up rumor. I couldn't believe that was happening, and in the heat of the moment, I just ran away crying. That moment still haunts me. It's so sad. Why didn't I stand up for myself? Because you were 13 and you were like newly gay, and that's really scary.
Mm-hmm.
I try to forgive myself because I was only like 12 or 13 at that time, but still, worst football game of my life. But don't worry, it gets worse.
No.
Somebody's fucking mom called me. Somebody's fucking mom called my mom to tell her about the quote unquote rumor that I was gay. She asked me once and I passionately denied. My mom is super Christian and I thought she would have kicked me out of the house if she found out. I was thankfully wrong, but when I came out to her, it was not good. She started talking about God, and I could tell she was trying to fix me. I'm going to say this. If you're somebody who has a child and you're going to disown them if they're gay, don't have kids. If that's just like where your heart's at, if you're like, I can't handle if I have a gay kid, then maybe you just shouldn't be a parent.
Here's what you should get. You should get like a Cabbage Patch Kid and just like take it around with you and take it on like little trip, like kind of like an elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
But that's what you should have because then you can just be like whatever you want.
That's right.
And then like when you want it to grow up, you can just get a blow up doll.
Yeah. And then you can fuck it.
You wouldn't. Okay.
Well, that's where I was going to go anyway, especially because they'd probably adopt a son if they're a Christian mom, and they're going to be like, I want a son, only boys. And then, they have that weird thing with the mom son-daughter, son-mother
Do they
relationship.
make male blow up toys? It would have to be a girl
Yeah,
that
I'm sure they
you
do.
would have to tape a dick on.
I'm sure
They
have.
do like the big like silicone torsos with like a fat cock on it.
Leave a note.
Hey, Lee, quick question. Please don't ever fucking say that again.
More of a statement, honk, I'd say.
Really?
Have you ever seen these?
But I'm asking him to not say it again. That was my question.
It wasn't worded like one.
Hey, you good?
My tummy's rumbling.
Okay.
So, your mom is Christian. She's trying to fix you. She later confirmed this and apologized for it years later. Anywho, she takes me to multiple therapists, including my youth pastor at the time. Yeah, and you can tell how that went. He basically told me I had to give up being gay in order to get to heaven. It made me feel shitty. The way the church exiles the LGBT is actually horrible. The rest of middle school was not great. High school, somehow worse. People were always in my business. I couldn't date anyone within the school. I almost got into like 4 fights with homophobic athletes because they were all gay.
Mm-hmm. They're jealous of you.
Literally. The one time I did date someone in my school, it was a football player.
Period.
That played for our high school, and he was DL.
Okay.
And there it is. There it is. Somehow everyone found out. Somehow, sweetie. And I swear in my life, I did not expose him. I swear on my life, I did not expose him. I bring this story up to show you just how nosy the people in my high school were. Fuck them. I think this is all teenagers, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're just horrible. Coming out was hard for a couple of years, but I am so glad I did it. I was fortunate enough to have my parents and family who love me so much. They might not understand fully, but there is love there, and I can feel it. My brother is awesome and treats me like normal. Because you are normal.
Mm-hmm.
You're not normal.
But isn't that so lovely that that's like how most gay people like? There's so much trauma with being gay that's just like built in.
Like, so sad. Can you hear my stomach?
I just heard that one.
It's dancing. He's one of the most understanding straight men I've met, and it's so great to see. It must be nice to know one of those, huh?
He's not listening.
I'm sending pics to the group chat.
Don't. Oh my god, my stomach, dude. Okay.
Lee.
Wait, you guys, we have to finish the story. My brother's awesome and treats me like normal. He's one of the most understanding straight men I've met, and it's so great to see. I wish I knew one like that. Also, I'm not one of those DL guys who literally hates themselves for being attracted to the same sex. I've hooked up with many DL men. Some of them have actually been popular athletes, LMAO.
Okay, period.
It's that's so unsurprising. A lot of athletes I hear are DL or exclusively into trans women. And that, but they would never, ever, ever, ever come out with that. Mm-hmm. It's like, can we all just get over ourselves? Who gives a fuck?
I know.
It's like, you guys make it so it's more difficult for people. If we all just were more honest, nobody would give a fuck.
I wonder if there ever is going to be a time where that is so normalized. It's crazy.
I'm not farting, but I might, but I'm not.
Don't shift it towards me. Don't.
I keep that thing on me.
Ew.
If there's going to be a time where being gay is more popular than being straight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What's DL?
Down
Down
low.
low.
Dick large. I'm not one of those dick large guys who literally hates themselves for being attracted to the same sex. I've hooked up with many DL men. Some of them have actually been popular athletes, LMAO. It's fucking scary to see firsthand how much these men hate themselves. I've also met men who have been married with kids who are still trying to hook up with feminine boys. See, God, remember in Euphoria, the dad of what's his name? Nate. Oh, by the way, I'm a feminine gay black boy. So that was another part of the reason why the reaction was so massive. The black community is partially ignorant of LGBT people. I know. Especially feminine men. But at the end of the day, I'm free. I live authentically every single day, and I repel people who are not supposed to be around me. And honestly, I love that. And I love it about myself. In my opinion, being you is fucking worth it, no matter how hard people try to bring you down for it. Anyway, I could write a book on DL men, dick large men, and all of the things I've learned about closeted straight presenting men. I love it, and you should. It's so crazy. DL men truly blend in with the straights. It's one of the craziest things in my life. I have so much more lore with these men. I'm going to have. I love you too, and I hope you enjoyed this story. I'm high while typing this. So sorry if it's shitty. LMAO. And honestly, for being high, that was like more coherent than all
That
of
was
the
a really good story. Also, I love that it was in a Word document. I took you seriously because of it, and that was a really good story.
That was very sweet.
It was very
and
sweet.
and like honest and genuine and real.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really was. And you are very
So you can
sweet.
take, some pointers from that, Lee.
Yeah, Lee.
I'm trying.
You can drop in. But also, I love that they are so like confident at 20.
Oh yeah. Which is honestly different from our generation. Like there were not.
I feel like we still are coming from like the shame generation.
Yeah.
We still are like, oh God. But like with Gen Z and so on and so forth.
Yeah, they're
all about like being unapologetically themselves, which is really cool.
I think we should close with that one. I think.
Oh really? Are we done?
Yeah, we can wrap it. I think this will just be a little shorter, and we'll jump over to Patreon.
Okay, guys, that was our coming out episode. And
get over to Patreon if you want to hear funny story I have to tell you in all caps with screenshots. So that's what we're reading next. So,
all right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Stay gay.
Or not.
You were the brave one. You were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And we all ought to die someday, someday. Well, you were the brave one. Yeah, you were the one. So we all ought to die someday. And probably not from smoking one of your cigarettes.